KHOU 11 Investigates has learned that Tavores Henderson has a violent criminal history that includes a previous charge of running from police. Jeremy Rogowski joins us now with a look at the background on this suspected cop killer. Jeremy?
Russ Henderson has pending or recent criminal cases in Harris, Fort Bend, and Montgomery counties. And on social media, he bragged about how cash bonds could not keep him in jail.
On Instagram, this accused cop killer uses the handle The Real Killer Dre. Tavores Henderson posted this video outside of jail.
3 cases, look at this.
Boasting how he bonded out in several criminal cases and still had a handful of cash left over.
And the kid's still back at it, man, like a crack addict.
When Nassau Bay police pulled Henderson over for a traffic stop Tuesday night, he had open warrants for family violence. One case started at this golf range where court records show he attempted to block his ex-girlfriend in the parking lot. He followed the woman, cut her off at another location, and put her into his car. In another assault case involving the same woman, the mother of his child, Henderson allegedly yelled, "Open the door or I'll shoot you." Court records say he put his hands around her neck to choke her and threatened to knock all her teeth out of her mouth. The Real Killer Dre, as Henderson calls himself online, also has pending cases in Montgomery County for theft and evading police.
And in Fort Bend County, Henderson was arrested about 3.5 years ago on drug and weapons charges, as well as failing to identify himself to police. However, those cases were dismissed. He was a juvenile at the time. Sure, Mint?